Okay, hi, this is Paul, and this is going to be an unboxing and a quick review of the Samsung Galaxy Tab 7.7. Right, so this has just been released here in the Philippines. The Wi-Fi version hasn't been released yet, so this is the 3G version. So you can just pop in a SIM card and you're good to go. It works as a phone as well. So it has 16 gigabytes, retails for 33,000 pesos, so that's roughly around $700 if you're going to convert that. Okay, so it's not really a huge price difference, probably even cheaper. So there you go. So let's start with opening the Galaxy Tab 7.7. So it is a very small package. That's because it's all packed into the box. So if you open the box, you'll see that, right, we have the Samsung Galaxy Tab. Right, so let's go pop that right out. As you can see, this has a Super AMOLED Plus display, plays Full HD, and also records Full HD. Has a 1.4 GHz dual-core Samsung Exynos processor. Runs TouchWiz UX. So this runs also Honeycomb 3.2, but I've heard that there's going to be an upgrade in the next few months for Ice Cream Sandwich, so I'm really looking forward to that. Right? As you can see, this is a very, very sleek device. When I first heard about the Samsung Galaxy Tab 7.7 in September, I actually already wanted to get one, but then it had to be pulled out of the shelves, so it kind of pissed me off. And it's finally been released. It's already February of 2012, so it's just been recently released here in the Philippines. So it's very thin, as you can see, right? Really thin, and it's 7.7 inches diagonal. Okay, it has a Super AMOLED Plus display, so that's got to be really, really nice. So just take a look at how thin that is. It's actually much thinner than the iPad 2, probably one of the thinnest tablets that we have. So it's 7.9 millimeters thin. Okay, and it weighs around 340 grams. So this is very nice to hold. Doesn't feel like it's gonna slip. Doesn't feel too heavy. So you can actually just use one hand to carry, just to surf the internet or read a book. Right. So standard fare, Bluetooth 3.0, GPS, of course also has Wi-Fi, and of course it runs Android. Okay, so it's the Galaxy Tab 7.7. Now let's go take a look at what we have to offer. Right, so here you have two stereo speakers, and here you have the pin, proprietary Samsung pin. So if you want to charge, you're going to have to use this pin, which is kind of unfortunate because it would be nice to have, you know, a micro USB connector instead of the pin, but I don't really have much of a problem with that. But if my charger messes up, it's gonna be more expensive than just buying a micro USB connector, right? So on the side you have your not sure if you can see that well. So here you have your, let's just focus that a bit. There. So here you have your SIM card slot. So just pop a SIM card right in and you're good to go. You can use it as a phone, you can make phone calls, you can text, you can surf the internet through your carrier. And then you have your micro SD slot. So it has 16 gigabytes of memory, but you can expand that with your micro SD slot up to 32 gigabytes. Of course, you can just swap and swap and swap, so you practically have unlimited memory for this device. On the side, you have your power button, which also serves as your lock, and you also have your volume rocker over here. Now, what really frustrated me when I bought this was I was expecting that there was going to be an IR blaster here, because that's what I saw in the videos that were shown in YouTube and in all your other tech sites. So apparently the production versions do not have the IR blaster. So there won't be a peel app here. So it's just really you and your Super AMOLED screen. Super AMOLED screen has 1280 by 800 resolution, which is much higher than your 7-inch, than the 7-inch cousin, which has 1024 by 600 resolution. Okay, right. So let's power this thing up. Let's take that out and let's see the beauty of that Super AMOLED display. Right. So let's set that there. Okay. Right. Okay, so power things up. Is that the right button? No. Here we go. There you go. So that's your Samsung Galaxy Tab. I apologize for the really dark display. I'm just in my room and it doesn't have the best lighting. So here you have your Samsung Galaxy Tab. So it's still loading and it keeps on. It's really nice. It's a really nice display. So that's your Super AMOLED Plus display. This is not yet in full brightness, but as you can see, that is a killer display. So let's try to put it into full brightness. So let's just unlock. Oops, unlock. There you go. And if I put it into full brightness, that's when it starts to pop out. Okay. So my camera just really adjusts to the brightness, but this is a really, really pretty display. So there you go. So let's go through the interface. By default, it's in portrait orientation because that's where you see the logo Samsung. And if you compare it to the 7 Plus, you'll notice that there's a very small gap along the edges. Oh, by the way, just a quick side note: the build of this tablet is really nice. It feels really solid. Doesn't feel like, you know, it's made of plastic. Although most of it is made of plastic, but this is aluminum. It's brushed aluminum at the back. So it's really premium materials here.